Title: The Last Ark, Exodus of Earth. In the year 2309, Earth was no longer the cradle of humanity. It had become its prison. After centuries of environmental degradation, overpopulation, and resource depletion, the planet had finally reached the breaking point. Wars over dwindling supplies had ravaged entire continents, while technological advancements only delayed the inevitable. The once lush forests were now barren wastelands, the oceans toxic and acidic, and the air thick with pollutants. Humanity, once the rulers of their blue planet, faced extinction. But hope remained in the form of Project Exodus, a last-ditch effort to save the species by finding a new home among the stars. Over 50 years, the world's greatest minds, scientists, engineers, astronauts, and leaders, came together to construct the Ark, a massive spacefaring vessel capable of sustaining human life for centuries. The Ark wasn't just a spaceship. It was a city, a biodome, and a laboratory all rolled into one. Powered by a fusion reactor and capable of traveling faster than light, it would carry 100,000 people on a journey to Proxima Centauri, humanity's best hope for a habitable planet. Part 1. The Selection. The construction of the Ark was complete, but a new challenge arose. Who would be chosen to board it? With only 100,000 seats available and billions left behind, the selection process became the most controversial and morally challenging event in human history. Governments, corporations, and international bodies vied for control of the lottery. The public grew restless as rumors spread that the wealthy and powerful were securing their places, leaving the rest of humanity behind. Enter Dr. Ilara Voss, a brilliant astrophysicist who had led the mission to discover Proxima B, the potentially habitable planet. Ilara had been selected to join the Ark, but her family had not. Torn between her duty to humanity and her love for her family, she secretly devised a plan to expose the corruption behind the selection process. Ilara wasn't alone. Captain Malik Renner, the military commander in charge of the Ark's voyage, was also troubled by the injustice. A former soldier who had seen the devastation of Earth's final wars, Malik had agreed to lead the mission only if he could ensure fairness in the selection. But as launch day approached, the pressure from political leaders and corporate giants grew, threatening to compromise the integrity of the mission. Amidst public protests and global unrest, the Ark launched from Earth in a dramatic departure witnessed by billions. A sense of finality hung over the moment as the massive vessel ascended into space, leaving behind the dying world. Families were torn apart, governments collapsed, and chaos reigned on the surface. Inside the Ark, tensions simmered. The crew and passengers were a mix of scientists, engineers, military personnel, and civilians. There were the privileged, who had bought their way onto the ship, and the chosen, who had been selected for their skills. Resentment brewed between the groups as they struggled to adapt to their new life in space. Ilara, now on board, continued her covert investigation into the selection process, aided by Captain Renner. They discovered that the Ark's true purpose wasn't just to find a new home for humanity. It was also a controlled experiment. Hidden deep within the ship's data logs, they found evidence that a powerful elite faction, known as the Ascendants, had manipulated the selection process to ensure their control over the future of the human race. These elite had plans to use the Ark not just for colonization, but to establish a new hierarchical society on Proxima B, where they would reign supreme. Part 3. The Journey. The Ark's journey to Proxima Centauri was expected to take 40 years, with the crew living in rotating shifts, some in stasis, while others maintained the ship. As the years passed, new generations were born, and the society on the Ark began to fracture. Class divisions between the elite ascendants and the lower-tier workers became more apparent. Resources, though carefully rationed, were still limited, and tensions over food, water, and living conditions began to escalate. Ilara and Malik, now considered dissidents, gathered a secret group of rebels who believed in equality and transparency. They called themselves the Freeborn and worked in the shadows to expose the Ascendants' plans. Their goal wasn't just to survive the journey, but to ensure that when they arrived at Proxima B, humanity wouldn't repeat the mistakes of Earth. But the journey was not without its challenges. Midway through the voyage, the Ark encountered a massive asteroid field. Despite the advanced technology aboard, the ship was damaged, forcing the crew to make a dangerous decision: either repair the ship in deep space or risk being stranded. The repairs took months and claimed the lives of many, adding to the unrest among the passengers. As repairs were completed, a new threat emerged: the Void Plague, a mysterious illness that spread rapidly through the ship. The Freeborn suspected the Ascendants had released the plague to thin the population and maintain control. With medical supplies running low, Alara, Malik, and their allies worked tirelessly to find a cure while also preparing for the inevitable confrontation with the Ascendants. Part 4. Proxima B. After decades of struggle, the Ark finally arrived in the Proxima Centauri system. Proxima B loomed large, a lush green world with vast oceans and towering mountains. But the planet was not uninhabited. Scans revealed signs of an ancient alien civilization, long extinct, but with remnants of technology scattered across the surface. As the crew prepared to land, the final showdown between the Freeborn and the Ascendants took place. Ilara and Malik, now leaders of the rebellion, led an uprising against the elite, determined to create a new society based on equality and shared resources. The Ascendants, however, had no intention of relinquishing power. Armed with advanced technology and a secret weapon designed from the remnants of the alien tech, they fought to maintain control. In the final battle, Ilara sacrificed herself to destroy the Ascendants' weapon, ensuring that the rest of humanity could land on Proxima B and begin anew. Malik, heartbroken but determined, took command of the survivors and led them down to the planet's surface. Hasher Part 5. A New Beginning. On Proxima B, humanity faced a new frontier. The survivors of the Ark, though scarred by the journey, were united in their mission to build a new world. The Freeborn established a council where decisions were made collectively and resources were shared equally. They uncovered the secrets of the ancient civilization and used their knowledge to avoid the mistakes that had led to the downfall of both Earth and the aliens before them. Captain Malik Renner, now an old man, stood on the shore of a vast ocean, looking up at the twin suns of Proxima B. Humanity had been given a second chance, not just to survive, but to thrive. Alara's legacy lived on in the new society, a reminder that the journey was not just about finding a new home, but about discovering what it truly meant to be human. And so, under the light of alien suns, humanity began again, forever changed by their journey through the stars. This long, expansive story delves into humanity's final journey from Earth to a distant planet, filled with themes of sacrifice, rebellion, survival, and the quest to build a better future. It paints a vivid picture of a society on the brink of collapse, both on Earth and during their journey through space, and how hope and determination shape the future of the human race.